Welcome to my designer class. My name is Mercy and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing how I made this beautiful bookmark. It is part of my Santa's Helper series and I will get started right away. This is a very quick and easy craft and I think it would be a fun gift around the holidays. I have this I'm using the stamp set from Petal palette, and I'm really surprised. This actually really lends itself to Christmas, although it's definitely not supposed to be a Christmas set. I think it's kind of cool. A lot of people focus on taking Christmas sets and making them non-Christmas, but what about the reverse, a non-Christmas set making it Christmas? So, of course, the paper definitely influences that and the color choices. All right, so I'll get started right away. First thing I'll do is I will stamp the bird, and now I've already die cut it. So I'm just gonna bring my Stamparatus in and I simply fold it up, and I've already have a little indent here because I went ahead and stamped one and die cut it. So this is a great technique if you wanna do multiple stamping, and if your color comes out too light, you can easily redo it. So that's the coolest part. Now this is a brand new stamp pad, so it is super dark, maybe a little too dark. Anyway, it'll work though. Okay, so I'll set this aside. Actually, I will go ahead and clean it with my chamois real quick. Now normally it's a good idea to let it dry just a little bit before you start coloring, so I would caution about that, but since I'm in a bit of a hurry, I will go ahead and start coloring. So here's our bird, and what I did is I used Pool Party for the base of the bird, and I thought it just looked really cool. Just a real soft color of blue. It's not part of the under the Mistletoe DSP colors, but Pool Party is just really, I don't know, not exactly neutral, but the blues tend to be pretty easy to work with. So I think adding it definitely works. It wouldn't work to have it a green bird, so I couldn't go with some of the other choices. Anyhow, so this is the light real red. Our color scheme here is I'm using Pool Party, real red, and I'm shaking a bit, sorry about that. Now I think I prefer a little bit darker, so I'm gonna go in with the dark, and I don't think I really need shading, so I'll just go ahead and cover this up. So if you decide, you want it a little darker, you can definitely go darker. All right, so birdie's all done, and next I will color in the branch and rosebud, which is another super quick coloring thing. Normally I don't even take the time to color on film like this, but I wanted to show just how quick and easy this little bookmark is and how the coloring just absolutely almost takes no time. This is the light shaded spruce, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the dark in a few of the spots, but again, this is totally optional. If you want to just do a solid color, there's really not a lot of color space there to even color, so I'm not too concerned about blending, etc. Just add it and be happy. That's my advice for today. So I'm getting excited about the holidays, and I am looking at different craft ideas as gifts. So that was my thought with starting this series, was to share some of those ideas I have. I am going to be posting a number of videos with this Santa's Helper theme and hope you'll give some of them a try. I did do one on making a calendar with wonderful moments, so check that out if you haven't. And oh, I think I'm still using the same one. Oh man, I'm so silly. Okay, so anyway, I will just quickly add a little bit of color, and I think I ended up using dark for both layers, but oh well. So it is. If I could read, that would help. No, actually I do read, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so here I've gone ahead and I have already used the tag punch here, but I'll show you how quick and easy this is. Hopefully it'll come out right. I do have a spare in case the matting is a little bit off. So I have a backup plan. Is that terrible of me? Okay, so yeah, see it's a little bit short. I want a little bit more matting shown. So I will go ahead and use this one and it will all be good. Okay, nothing ever goes quite perfect, right? So again, this card is very simple. There's not a whole lot of things I'm doing with it. I'm just adding it. I'm gonna add some snail. It's very basic in many respects, this one, but with the DSP, it's amazing how little you have to do to make it really pop and look special. Okay, so there we go. Next, I'm going to work on the sentiment, and this is from the Mistletoe season, the sentiment, and I thought it actually really went well with this. I used this one is from the actual Petal palette stamp set, and it does go, but it's almost too big. You can kind of squeeze it in. So I kind of feel like this is a little better. I'm just checking to see if I got this stamped well, and I don't want to get my face in it, but I didn't quite make that even, so flip it over. Second ties. All right. I don't want to show my head, but this might not go perfectly. Okay, that one's pretty good. So I will just set this aside and I'm quickly cleaning off my stamp. And I will bring in this gold foil, and I've already cut it out. And these are the dimensions if you're curious about for the sentiment. So anyway, I did have a second one I stamped and it's a little better. So I am cheating today. If I'm not perfectly satisfied, then I'll just bring in another. Is that terrible? Okay, so I want to make sure this is straight, and it is now. And I will go ahead and add this. Now, the first time I did this, I actually added the bird and the branch first, and I kind of regretted that because this way I'm able to kind of gauge where everything should be. Now I would suggest using something a little heavier than snail, but snail is really quick. Of course, the fast fuse was definitely a good alternate if you want it to definitely stick. So I'll use a little tear tape just to make sure the bird stays on for sure. So tear and tape is actually one of my favorite products. I definitely use it constantly. So here we go with the bird. And I think this will be done in a jiffy, as you can see. Well, I think I want to make sure the bird is on that branch really well. And there we go. There's the tag. Now I ordered some real red ribbon, but this Tranquil Tide kind of goes pretty well. I was kind of surprised. It's the ruffled ribbon, and it's just fantastic. I love this ribbon. I wish we had it in more colors than we do, because it's just absolutely fantastic. Now, I definitely would not use snail for this, but as a temporary adhesive, it's really cool because I'm going to bring in my stapler, and I'm going to quickly staple it, and it really helps you with lining it up. So bring the stapler in. I wish I could show this more accurately, but I'm looking under the stapler, lining it up so it will staple where the hole is, just above the hole, really neatly. And there you have it. So I think that looks pretty good. I'll trim this up just a teeny bit, and I think that's a gorgeous, quick Christmas card, not card, excuse me, Christmas bookmark. And I think anyone would be thrilled to get that and to know that you're thinking about them and so forth. So thanks again for watching. And I hope that you will consider subscribing. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this tutorial, and look for more videos for my series Santa's Helper. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.